Hello, I'm Rear Admiral Jack Scorby, and I have an important question for each of you concerning the upcoming hurricane season. Are you ready? Hurricane season is a fact of life in the Southeast. The season runs from June 1st to November 30th. Destructive storms in our region will happen. The only question is when and where. Whether you have lived through a hurricane or just seen what they can do, we can all agree that it's a lot easier to prepare in advance than to stand in long lines with other procrastinators who waited until the last minute to buy important necessities. And I'm asking you to plan ahead. As you make your preparations, think about before the storm, during the storm, and after the storm. Before a storm is the most important part because it affects how you and your family can respond during and after a hurricane strikes. The Navy loves checklists because they ensure we don't forget important details. And I encourage you to have a checklist for hurricanes. Now, before the storm, is the perfect time to review it. Here are some of the things you should keep in mind as you get ready for the storm. Have a clear understanding of what your command expects of you during a hurricane, and more importantly, ensure your family understands. Get information in advance of the storm. Check online resources, including your installation webpage and our region webpage. The American Red Cross webpage at www.redcross.org is a great resource. And don't forget the Navy Family Accounting and Assessment System, or NFAS, webpage, which has many useful resources for you and your family. Plan to be without power for some time. That's why preparing a hurricane kit is so important. Before power is lost, refrigerated foods will keep much longer if you turn your refrigerator and freezer to their coldest settings and open them only when necessary. Your kit should contain non-perishable food items and enough drinking water to last 3 to 5 days per person. Your kit should also include extra clothes, important papers, and medical supplies. And if forced to evacuate, a plan to include sleeping bags or blankets and pillows, as well as a few children's toys or books. Fill the gas tanks to all vehicles you own before being told to evacuate. Bring loose objects inside before the storm hits. Something as small as a water hose could become a missile hazard. Wind gets a lot of attention in a storm, but water is even more dangerous. Move valuable items to higher levels within your home. Know where your hurricane shelter is and how to get there. If you have to evacuate, plan a few routes that will take you 20 to 50 miles inland away from the storm. You should all have an installation or region emergency information card. If you don't have one, ask for one. The card has vital telephone numbers and information about evacuating to a safe haven. When you arrive at that safe haven, muster you and your family right away. We want to know that you're safe. And travel light. Take valuables, cash, credit cards, and important papers such as bank accounts and insurance. Pay attention to your surroundings and stay out of flooded areas. Don't drive through a large puddle, as this could stall the car's engine and you could be stranded, or even worse, swept away. Bring your pets with you. You'll want them safe as well. And the time after a storm is historically the time when the majority of injuries and deaths occur. I want you and your family to be safe. And the following suggestions can help keep you safe. Don't try to go back to your home until you've heard the all clear from local or command authorities. Make sure you have proof of identity and residence to show local law enforcement. Let cleanup crews clear roads and restore power before returning home. Gas may be hard to come by, so refill the gas tanks in your vehicles. Don't walk, swim, or drive through a flooded area. You can't see what's below the surface that might hurt you. If you come to a flooded road, turn around and use another route. And use generators only in well-ventilated areas and never indoors or in attached garages. Check your gas, electrical, and water lines. Don't use anything until your utilities are declared safe by local authorities. Keep in contact with your command and your supervisor. We need to know that you and your family are okay, and we need to be able to tell you when we need you to come back to work. Finally, if you have issues or problems, let your chain of command know and go online to the NFAS website to complete your needs assessment. We'll assign a counselor to help you. So those are my tips for before, during, and after the storm. And the key to successfully weathering a severe storm is preparation. And I cannot stress enough the importance of making your hurricane plans early. Don't wait until the storm is on the horizon. By then, it might be too late. It takes all of us doing our part to prepare for the storm. And I'm counting on each of you. So be ready, stay alert, and let's hope for the best, but let's be prepared for the worst. Thank you, and please be safe out there.